Alright, we're live, I think. Let me make sure everything's all set up here. Alrighty. Nothing is working. I can't look at my chat either. Things are not doing what they're supposed to be doing. What? Okay, there we go. Okay, great, it does work. I wish my chat would load. Being slow. Alright, welcome in everybody. Also, thank you, Brendan Mather, I think that's how I say it, for becoming a YouTube member. Thank you so much. Alright. Let me get everything set up here. Cool. Today we're doing some creative building. I'm going to design the other gatehouse today. Well, it's already kind of designed in my head. I just need to actually put it in game. But welcome in everybody. Let me get my chat up here. Nobody's chatting. What's going on? I think you guys can hear me now. Yeah, should be able to. Here, let me disconnect my controller so that doesn't cause any issues. Okay, let's figure out how to do this. I have my painting with me in person that I made for this build. So now we just gotta figure out how to build it, actually. Oh. See, how's it going? It's going good. Just started stream here, so we'll see how it goes. I'm great. I'm excited to get this build done, or like start it, because I think it looks cooler than the other gatehouse, at least in the way I've drawn it out. So, I'm pretty interested to see how this is gonna go. I gotta be careful because I don't have too much room. Also, I'm gonna delete this tree. I made this like last stream, and I'm not really a big fan of it. It's not that great, so it's gonna annihilate it from existence. Hello, what's up? Welcome in. Working on designing our next build, I guess, for the world. Let me... This music is a little loud. I'm gonna turn it down a touch. That better? I'm gonna turn up a little bit more. That's better. Okay, cool. Where do I want to start? So, it's weird because the way I've designed this, it's almost like two separate buildings. So, we're just gonna start with all of my shaping blocks, and then we'll go from there. Let me get everything ready. What's up? Welcome in. Working on starting the next build, I guess. I actually should see where this... I mean, it doesn't really matter, I guess, because it's gonna be... Well, I should check at the very least. What's the level with this? Where is this level to? Hello, welcome in. Working on designing some of the more of the bridge today, and I mean, I'm mainly going to be doing the gatehouse probably, because that's what I want to work on today. That's what I painted for my next video, so this can go down here like that. I am gonna raise it up a little bit, so because I want it to be level with this land here, so that's fine. It's not gonna be straight anyway. I just was curious. So the way I'm gonna do this is I need to build two separate towers. I want to look at this. Okay, so we're gonna have chat. What is this mod he's using? This is Axiom. Axiom is a really helpful builder's tool that helps you just build things easier. There's a lot of helpful tools in it that you're able to use to get some building and creative done faster. It's kind of like advanced world edit is how I would explain it. So say, welcome in. I'm working on the other gatehouse today. Let's go one more apart, or here, like this. Like that, yeah. Like this, okay. Cool. I know I want my towers to go pretty far down. That was part of the design, is the towers go actually lower than where the bridge itself is at, so this would be our bridge level. How long did it take you to learn it? It's not too bad. It's like, the good thing about it is you can kind of learn it in stages. Like, I don't even know everything about Axiom. And so you can kind of do one bit at a time, which is nice, and you only really need so many tools. It's not like you need everything. It helps to be around some people that know how to use it, because they'll just tell you how to do things, and that's helpful, you know. Also, no, it's not going to be white, by the way. I just like to design everything in white before I do texturing, and I come back later and replace it. The second gate, I saw the sketch with the dragon on the side. Well, I did like an official sketch, like in person, and it's very different than what I was doing there. I ended up kind of going with something different. I don't know if I am gonna add the dragon or not. I don't know. It's not gonna be on the front of the gatehouse that I'm gonna be building right now anyway, and I don't know if it's gonna be on the bridge. If it's gonna go somewhere, it's gonna go in like the village maybe. That's behind the gatehouse here, like it's crashed into the side. Maybe I don't know, because for any of you who aren't in the know, I did some like rough like paint stuff, like MS Paint stuff. You know, like Microsoft Paint, just doodling ideas. And one of the ideas I had and other people wanted me to do was to make like a dragon skeleton for more lore reasons, also because it would be cool. And so I was debating doing that. But I don't know. It's weird because I don't want to take... I have to be careful because I don't want to take away from the bridge. Like, if I add... oh, crap. If I add too many distractions from the main subject of the bridge, it'll kind of actually like take away from how cool the bridge itself is. So I want to be careful with it. I don't know what to make inside of the castle. If I built it... Oh, you sent something elsewhere. Okay. Love watching these styles of builds. The castle ruins that you're building. I've been building in the coastal style for a while. I really want to go back for that style, but I don't know what to make inside of the castle if I built it. I mean... Just think about what's in real life castles, you know? I mean, to be fair, I'm also new to this, so it's not like I have like great advice other than just kind of do whatever you want. But like, I don't know. I haven't really, yeah, I will like defense stuff. I mean, you can make throne rooms, kitchens, you know, bed chamber rooms, all this stuff, right? There's a lot you can do. This is a little loud. Let me... Question, how do you get from one part to the other without the elytra since you banned it? So, the bridge will be traversable. I'm going to design more of it here after I finish this. I just want to build this right now to get, like, it in the world a little bit more. But this is kind of like, I think the only part I'll make, like, actually separated. And I made it so this is actually traversable by horse anyway. Like, you can make this jump pretty consistently and easily. It's not that difficult. And so, getting over here, you can literally just ride the horse across. But in my design, I like some things, because this gatehouse is going to be, it was ruined like this one, but it's been more rebuilt, or it's like currently being rebuilt, because people have moved into this area on this side of, on this island now. versus that over there is still more, you know, not very great. I don't think this side's going to be snowy. I think I'm going to lead more into, like, autumn kind of colors and, like, that, you know, the forest up here. Maybe the dragon could be fall in the forest. That's not a bad idea, yeah. Either way, I wanted to make some carts around here, maybe, like, collecting its bones or something. I thought that could be an interesting idea. This needs to be a physical wall, otherwise I can't really make a very good arch. Yeah, but I'm talking about actually build something in like a big farm and you do something like that. I don't know. I mean, yeah, you could just do like, you can put really any farms in it, to be honest. I don't know if what you're going for, but I don't know if it really needs to make sense necessarily. Like an archway here. This will be our arch for our actual gate here. Like that, yeah, smaller. I kind of want to make like another layer behind it. Because, oh wait. I need to be able to get through here with horse still, so I can't add that. What'd you be on the Elytra? I think the Elytra, like, having the Elytra kind of makes me cut corners between builds. If I had the Elytra, part of me might be not wanting to finish this bridge, like, as quickly, and I would just build over here and start building a bunch of stuff. But I think being forced to use the Elytra, I mean, for one, or being forced not to use the Elytra. For one, I actually need to use this bridge, which is cool. Like, my builds have more uses, and also I just feel grounded in the world more, and I build more immersive things, I find. And also just, like, I like using more of the other game, like, the game's transportation, since there's not as much of it without, with the Elytra. Like, that's, like, the only transportation method. Everything else kind of becomes invalid. Okay, let's look at my drawing. So, the way this goes here, let me just make this, and then let's stack this up. This gatehouse is going to be larger than the other one, I think, by a bit. Just because of how it's designed, kind of. I gotta be careful, because there's only so much land here, but, I mean, to be fair, I could add some terrain here. The bridge is actually functionally, yeah, exactly. It's like, I actually kind of use it, which is cool. I don't know. I want the world to kind of feel like an RPG as well. It actually feels more, alive walking through the world instead of just flying. I like that idea so much that I want to try in my world. Yeah, exactly, right? I'm kind of forced to do, and even like the little armor stand detail stuff I had done some last episode, like that, you know, is kind of cooler. Like, I'm more enforced to add more details and stuff, which is nice. Next episode is going to be a big one, I think, because I think I'm going to do the gatehouse, the bridge, and I'm doing like a little mini storage room down there, so there's going to be a lot. Maybe I do a wall here or something. I like that idea. Let's make it like circular, kind of. Maybe some kind of symbol. It's nice because my painting is quite vague, so I get to kind of come up with some random ideas. My painting ended up kind of being kind of mid. Like, I gave up halfway through because I didn't know what I was doing, so it actually gives me an opportunity to make some more creative choices. I more just have like a shape, like a silhouette of a shape, and some details of the build. Nothing like crazy, so a lot of it is just up to my interpretation. Let's just make this a circle. Oh. Also makes you proud, taking time looking at your amazing builds, so more enjoyment. Yeah, exactly right. Mirror tool. I don't care to use the mirror tool, because, it's not a big deal. I hate using mirror tool anyway. I don't like setting it up. I don't like that these walls stack weird. That's cool. Yeah, I like that. If I had a window? No. Maybe a... Why am I using oak shelves? What's wrong with me? I'm gonna use pale oak. I need everything white so I can color it later. That's neat. What shows do you watch? Depends. Right now I'm watching House of the Dragon as it's coming out, and that's been like a big inspiration, actually. I'm really, really enjoying that. Use Twiggeroo mod to fast place block. In survival, I mean, I have Tweakeroo for, I do have Tweakeroo, but I mainly use it for, like, things like pulling stuff out of shulkers, which I like. I always end up more proud of builds I come up with myself than with using references if I'm combining a lot of them. Yeah, yeah. Exactly. Should Loki add a door? I'm not adding a door. If I add a door, then it's gonna be annoying every time I come through here. I'm gonna have to like get off my horse and then like, I mean, because this needs to be functional. I need to be able to ride my horse through this. Otherwise I will get stuck. Okay, what do I want to do here now? In my reference, I have like a crest structure here. Like in my painting, I decided to do another one like that was on this side. Let's add a trapdoor, or maybe a shelf. Let's do a shelf, then a trapdoor, and then like a stair, and then like maybe a slab on top, or maybe a stair like this. That's kind of goofy. I'll do it like this. I wish I could put levers here. I would definitely got to catch up with House of the Dragon. It's great. This new season has been so amazing. I've been absolutely loving it as it's been coming out. This is nice. And then we'll just do maybe about a door on the floor. Oh, maybe. I don't hate that idea. I'll see. I'll get into more detail things like that when I actually have like a physical structure here. But for now, we're just going to be thinking about, you know, the shape and everything that's with that. I don't know why I'm doing everything separately like this. This is kind of stupid. But I already started it now, so let me just do this. Okay. I gotta be careful with how tall I make everything. Let's maybe lower this by 1. Like, into the trim. And that's fine. This can be the top here where I add my roof, because I have a little roof section there. Okay. I also had like arches here, but I might get rid of that. And I mean, I could do arches here. I don't know. Maybe fence gates. Fence gates might be a little bit nicer. Like that kind of, yeah. Maybe it's kind of difficult. Oh. Here, let's just do the shelves. It looked fine. Oh. Okay, let's make the second layer here of the tower. So above this section, I have these, like, I don't even know what you'd call them. You'll see. Why when I do replace mode in Axiom, it replaces so many blocks, even in the behind blocks I'm aiming at? I mean, it just does anything you're looking at, really. I mean, so you just kind of got to be careful where you're putting it. I don't know if, I don't know, chain or what? Oh, you're saying chain here. No, it's fine. I am gonna get rid of this thing for now, honestly, though, because I'm not really a big fan of that. I'll come back to adding some kind of shape here later, or in a minute. The other building is gonna be really tall. This is almost like gonna be like a mini castle in a way. It's like a fort, honestly, more than just a gatehouse. It's quite large. Which is fine. Some form of lord or person could live here, I guess. Who's now moved into this, you know, area. I'll go to all. Okay. I want to be careful with using so many walls, because let's use glass instead. Yeah, how's everybody today? What have you guys been up to? Anything interesting? Oh, I did that wrong. Fine though, I actually like it on that level more. I'll just lower all this by 1. Like that, yep. Why don't you use Axiom for what? Okay. Let's actually start the roof on this level. Like, I don't know if I want to use slabs or what I want to use. I haven't decided. Maybe stairs here. Oh, I didn't use Voxy. That's what you meant. Just woke up at 7 where I am. Jeez. Why don't I use Voxy? I have Voxy. Is it enabled? I have it disabled right now. I could use Voxy, but I don't really need it right now. But I do sometimes. You'll probably see it in my video, maybe. I'll enable it again. I turned it off. I don't remember why. I think it was like a mod I was using, and it was incompatible, I'm pretty sure is what it was, and so I ended up just disabling it for the time being. But I could probably add it back. It wasn't like a major mod, I don't think. What have you been up to? Not much. I mean, I've been working on like personal vehicle stuff. Like I have a vehicle project I was working on a little bit. Mainly that. And I took a break for a few days of just all kind of Minecraft stuff. Just did some yeah, I needed a little break to come up with some ideas. How tall do I want this section to be? It's kind of like built into 2 sections, so I'm kind of curious what this would look like if it was double the height. No. Maybe 2 more, though. I think 2 more would look good. Yeah. And then we'll do our roof. But also I would like, in real life on these kind of buildings, isn't there like... I had a tab in Google Earth where, yeah, there's like these things below that kind of go up into them. I wish I could do more of these. Maybe stairs. I'm not sure. I mean, I could just get rid of the thing here and just do this. That actually might be... Yeah, I don't hate that, actually. I'll do that. That's not terrible. Make that actually, like, symmetrical. That's kind of weird looking, but it's not terrible. I wonder if I should make the glass instead of walls on the towers. Nah, because I still want it to look kind of robust. Like, they're still quite strong looking, not, like, really thin and... like that. I was debating what kind of trees I wanted to do here, if I wanted to do, like, tall pine-like trees or very, like, spindly birchy trees. I hadn't decided yet, but that's kind of down the line, I can't lie. I like this. Glass under the levers. I'd thought about that. I might just smooth it out. Yeah, sure. That actually does kind of work. It's not quite as harsh of a line there, maybe. Oh, that was not good. In your stats in your survival world, what's your most placed block? I don't actually know. Probably stone, I would think. That's probably what it would be. Oh, right. Duh. I can't make a design like this if it's gonna be 1 thick. That is not good. How do I want to solve that problem? I mean, because I do actually want this to be quite long. I could just make the towers. I could make another set of towers, I guess. Maybe also darker glass. Well, I'll get to that when I end up doing coloring. Gray, light gray, I don't know. Yeah, I'll work with that when I get to colors. I like this. Yeah, I'll just do another set of towers behind these ones, I guess. Well, I don't really want to. That might look kind of goofy. I mean, I could build a wall like this, and then just have it be like this. Maybe. And then I wonder, would this connect directly to the building that's going to go behind it? Because there's going to be a pretty large building that's going to go way, 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 way up like that behind this building. Let me think. I mean, this is fine to be here, but I'm wondering if it should just connect to the wall of the next building. Probably. And then I just make little side areas. Yeah, I'll just do that. This is fun coming up with something where it's like not copying and I'm just like coming up with it myself. It's a lot more enjoyable, like creative designing, when you don't really know, like you kind of know what it's gonna look like, but it's nice that I have a vague reference of everything, and so I kind of get to like detail and really bring out my idea more, which is awesome. So this is gonna be a really long building, and then I guess it would come out back over here somewhere. Are there any plans with the terrain in this new area? Oh yeah, I mean, there's a lot. I mean, this area over here, I'm mainly going to be filling this island. Is going to be the bulk of everything. I'm kind of worried about this gatehouse being too tall. I made it a big building. It's fine, we'll work it out. I just don't want to get out of scale. I gotta be careful. But in my reference, I made this building big, so I mean, it's okay for it to be large and then build a town here. Yeah, that's fine. I gotta think too, this island really isn't that big, so it's okay to like fill it out with larger builds. That's fine. It's not a big deal. Let's just make this cool. We can, the good thing is I can kind of work everything out later too, like of where I don't have like concrete plans of anything, which is nice. I can kind of change things as I go and come up with better ideas here and there, which is good for building. Should I do more towers? Probably not. I'll probably end up making a wall here that just curves out, and then I'll make another, maybe I'll make an archway in here, or like here, that goes this way, and then one that goes this way. So we gotta find a way to get out over here, because there's gonna be terrain that goes that way. I'm actually gonna have to make some custom terrain here. Because the way, there's this building also, there's a main large building that has a tower on top. And then also to the side, there is a bit that has like an old broken tower. And then over here, there's like a smaller broken tower. So I might end up doing some custom terrain. I also want to redo this waterfall. Not in the same video, but at some point. Maybe we'll get around to it though, we'll see. That's a lot of work though. I don't know how much I'll get done. I'll see. Let's figure out this roof. In my reference, it was pretty, or in my painting, it was very like, it curves into it. So I want to see if I can do that. I might need to lower it by 1. We'll check in a second. Like this, I guess. Yeah. Then like maybe a slab, or I'll do another set of stairs maybe. Like this. I'll kind of curve it in though. I think I want to use a lot of like sulfur in this build potentially. Like it's gonna be more warmer colors than that. This is the cold build. This is the warm, nice, inviting looking building. Which was this like the look I want to go for. It's a lot more pleasant looking. You know, it's civilization and not ruins and yeah, all that. I might still put a little bit of snow in some spots, though. We'll see. Yeah, I'll probably end up blowing this. Maybe levers here instead of glass. Oh, I already had levers. What am I doing? Let me look at that. Yeah, I'll do levers here. And then I'll do a grindstone. Yo, about the world download, are there different downloads? Because it seems like I got an old one. Yeah, if you bought it from Buy Me a Coffee, that one's outdated now, because I took it off of there, so you probably bought it right before I took it off, which was the out-of-date version that doesn't have the modern builds. But I mean, if you bought it, just like message me on Discord if you have my Discord, and I'll send it to you, because it's not really fair if you bought it like right before, or like, I don't know. Because I'm now moving everything into membership access where you get it from YouTube membership. So you probably just got the bad hand there and got it right between when I was doing the switch. So that is on me. I don't really know what I'm doing with this at the moment. Hello, welcome in. I'm working on a build here. I kind of want to make it curve a little bit more if I can. Maybe slabs there instead. I don't know. Yes. Oh, I want to keep that stair though. And like this, I guess, and then maybe I'll do levers again here. Well, like this instead. I mean, does it really even add anything? I don't think it really matters what goes there. Cool, okay, I want to now, though, get rid of the glass, because the glass is messing with me. It's a little too much, a little too far out, and the corner of this can be glass as well. That's not too bad. Maybe this is a little bit much. I wonder if there's an in-between, like a skull or something, but that's gonna be like an awkward shape. It's fine. I think I'm overthinking it on that. That's probably okay. I just don't really like that there's this gap here. This might need to be a stair. Nah. Yeah, it's I can't decide. I think it's fine like that. That's fine. It looks good. Cool. Little roof shape. That's not too shabby. Let me get rid of all this stuff on the outside. This is so loud. Alrighty. But yeah, this is gonna be a pretty chill, relaxed stream today, where I just do get a lot of building done. You guys get to see this kind of take shape here. Yeah, let's curve it down to this. It's kind of difficult to decide what I want to do here. I'm back. Welcome back. We haven't gotten a ton done. Just this front little section I'm working on. I wonder, do I want to... Do I want to just bring this into the back of the building? Then, does that make sense? I mean, in architecture, wouldn't they bring it all the way up? They might. Maybe we could try see what that looks like. Because then the water would run off towards the front. For rain. Not that it really needs to make sense, I guess, but I just want it to look like it's normal and make sense to, you know, to look at. I mean, I don't even know if I'm going to make the building that far away in the back. Is it going to be similar in color to the other half of the bridge? No. It's going to be... I mean, the bridge itself will be mostly the same up until we get really close. But this whole structure is going to be very different from this one, because I want it to look like it's been worked on a lot and kind of redone, like it's been refurbished, and people actually live in it now. Versus that one is clearly abandoned. Yeah, that's okay. It kind of takes away from that a little bit. We'll move this whole thing forward by one. Sure. Okay, whatever. I need to actually do the terrain part of this because it's gonna go down. Is this line always there? I must have done that on... Wait, what? I must have done this on accident, no? That has to be. That'd be super weird. Yeah, I think I did. Because I want this to, like, kind of turn into terrain. Like, the tower and the terrain just kind of end up melding together. That's kind of how the whole entire... I guess you'd call it a castle in a way. This is a castle that we're building, kind of, even more than a gatehouse. It's a mini castle. It's kind of all supposed to look like it's part of the terrain. All right, let me look at this, my drawing here that I have. So I actually might need to widen this all. Like, I might need to bring the towers out one more on each side. But do I like this? Terrain is hard. It's not horrible. It's not too bad. You take a cat and make him a go on the other side of the bridge. Maybe. Cats are good for creepers. Because in the thing, the top towers are thinner, so this kind of has to be widened. Yeah, let's just widen the whole gatehouse. Because this is really the gatehouse part, I guess, and this is more of just... The building behind will be the castle/fort area. Plus cats are cute, true. Okay. I forgot to drag this over. And that, I mean, that doesn't matter though. Well, actually it does. Oh, I missed one. Okay. And then we'll just move this over. We'll add some more shelves here. Kind of, I might do levers down. Oh, I can't place levers there. I want something here, kind of. Maybe I'll just do some stairs. That's like an old building trick I used to do. Let's just do this on these kind of buildings back in the day. Yeah, it might be fine though. I don't want to overcomplicate it too much, because if we overcomplicate it, then it's gonna get... It's the building itself that we're about to build behind it is going to be pretty complicated. Also, I think I can safely shorten this building from my actual reference, because otherwise it'll become extremely large. Okay, I guess we gotta build my secondary tower here. Now, which will be interesting. So it's like here, kind of. We're gonna make this one like this. Oh, like that. So it kind of comes up to like there, we'll say. These towers aren't like thicker than the ones I put on the front, so we'll make it like that large. The good thing is I can kind of just do half of this and then move it over when I'm done, which is nice. How do I want to do this now though? Because in my reference, I mean, yeah, there's a wall that kind of comes off of here. I'll just do the main building for now, and then we'll figure out the rest of that when we get there. We will cross that bridge when we get there. Now, do I want to make it come in one more after this? Probably not. Otherwise, we'll get weird. Yeah, it'll look awkward then. This is all wonky. I'm interested to see hear more of Can we see the reference? It's I'd have to take a picture of it because it's my own drawing, so I could though. To be fair, I could throw up the MS Paint one that I have with me at the moment as well that I was like kind of looking at on Discord. May I ask, is there any fantasy species in this world, like elves or dwarfs? That's to be determined. I haven't decided. I like the idea. I mean, the only thing we've really like extensively talked about more so is like dragons. Dragons will be a thing, but other than that, it's kind of like I don't know. You know, I haven't really thought about it enough. If I'm gonna do some kind of species, I don't want it to be like elves or dwarves. I want it to be unique. I want it to be its own thing that's separate from like most fantasy mediums. Because otherwise it's kind of like boring, I guess. I don't know. I want this world to feel unique and I added dragons, I guess, so whatever, right? I just don't know how I would do like maybe I would do elves because I like the architecture of that is really interesting to me. Here, let's do this because I wanted to do the way this is there's this bit that comes in here. How high up is it in the build? Like here. Dragons are awesome. Yeah, I think there may or may not be a dead dragon somewhere in here. We're not sure yet. We were discussing that a little bit earlier. Like, where would it go? Because a lot of people wanted me to build a dead dragon, and I liked the idea. It seemed fun to try out. Okay. How am I gonna do the arches here, actually? That's a good thought. Because there's like these bits that come below here. Maybe fences is the more correct play. More correct? Why did I say the correct? Oh, this is difficult. I don't know what to do. And I could do like this, I guess, but then it doesn't really work out. Like, well, it's not bad. Can I then figure out how to do the arch here? Oh, interesting. What? That's not how that works, though. I'd have to do maybe like this. How to do like a mini arch. Maybe I'll come back to that. I don't hate the look of that, actually. It kind of pops out from a distance anyway. Okay. Now I gotta add this top section. I'll just do it like this. Because then there's a section up here that's like cross beams and stuff and more centered around like kind of like German architecture. Maybe add the corner towers too. There's towers on the corner here that go like this. Use glass. I have to go do chores. Bye. Thanks for hopping in the stream. I'll probably be here throughout the rest of the day, so feel free to ever come back anytime. Do these go all the way up? They actually don't. They only go to like, yeah, like here. Then they kind of have their own little pyramid, or not pyramid, spire on them. They have their own little spires, which I'll just do with levers and stuff. I can just clone this when I'm done, actually. I don't have to do both. I should probably do, like, this first, though. No, I don't know. Maybe. And then glass here. Like this and like this. And then we do... not there, but at the very least I kind of like that. Maybe a stair? Are you looking to make a very tall or short arch? If a taller one, you could use pale oak shelves stacked on top of each other, facing opposite directions against the wall to outline the shape, maybe. That's a good idea. As I stream before I go to work. Well, the VOD will be up. Yeah, you could do... When I was talking about arches here earlier, they're like these very small in-between arches, if that's what you're talking about. I mean, you could do like this, I guess. But it's kind of not... I need them very small, which is difficult. I actually have an idea. This might seem crazy. Hang on. I have an idea. I could maybe work it into the palette, potentially, especially if I'm going to be using sulfur. This could be a pretty inventive idea. So, what the heck happened here? Didn't I... Okay. Sulfur spike. So, it would be like... I want to test something here. Problem is the bottom. I don't want the bottom to show, really. Oh. They're uneven though. It's like you can't change the way they're shaped. I mean, it could still work though, to be fair. We'll experiment. That was my idea. It did not work, unfortunately. Is this the gate drawing you showed off in the Discord? I showed off a few different drawings. Some of them, most of them were in Microsoft Paint. I did like an actual in-person sketch though, that was more advanced than those, and I ended up kind of liking it. I went through a few different phases of the design. I'd probably do something like that. Ooh, I wonder if I could use skulls somehow. Like, can't I like face them into each other? Hang on. Like this. I wonder if there's any design to be had with that. Not really. Not really, unfortunately, I don't believe. I mean, that gets off the effect good enough. The cushions will be so good for this kind of builds. Yeah, honestly, it will be. I'm kind of glad I'm starting new, like, not terribly long before they'll get here, because it means a lot of the new stuff here will, you know, be used having that, which will be pretty nice. Okay. Could use dried potentially also dried ghasts. Yeah, maybe. Let's maybe lever work. Yeah, maybe levers actually as well. Just like this. Nah. I kind of liked the trapdoors. Yeah, because I don't think you can do with this really. Because like they're arches, but they're very like tall, tight, like looking arches. It's fine if we just do them like this. Honestly, it's fine. Unfortunately, yeah, but yeah, I mean, thanks for giving me ideas. The problem is I just can't come up with it. Like, there's nothing that like works for this like this long arch. I mean, I could go like later. I guess when I'm coloring, I could do, you know, there's probably block types like cauldrons, right? That will work better for like the top anyway. Oh, like this, you know, and I can do fence gates better. Some form of fence gate, because that's what I did on the other side of the gatehouse for this kind of thing, was I did this. But I don't know. I don't know yet. First thing that has a bar in the texture, then line them up to make it look like columns. Yeah, actually. I like understand what you're saying, but I don't know how it would work. I need to try it out. I mean, doesn't the observer have this kind of texture? Oh, you know what? I have an idea as well in a second here that I'll try out. Can I not oh my goodness, can I place this? Which direction is it? Can I not place it like that? I don't think I can, unfortunately. Or I'm just doing it wrong. I guess it only goes sideways. Oh, that looks sick, actually. It just requires changing the block palette. Yeah. Maybe I'll try... I had an idea. I lost it, though. What was it? I don't remember. Right. It was copper golems I was gonna test out, because there's, like, some shapes you can make with them, like, facing into each other, like this. You can make arches. I might do it that way, actually, yeah. Let's do it that way. But yeah, actually that works pretty great. Just do it like that, I guess. And then I'll put chains below them, maybe. Or I could do fences. I can do either here. Like that. Yeah, that's the best one. Cool. Glad we figured that out. On to the next thing. I really like how that turned out, actually. I don't know what I want to do for this, because I guess in the reference, I just have, like, a kind of, like, shelf here. I actually do wish I had the cushion right now. Copper Golem's genius, what? Yeah, I've seen Wombat do that before. And I, for, like, this same kind of, like, honestly, the same kind of purpose, like, on a castle, I think it was. So that is not, original by me. Okay, what am I doing? I mean, these towers go up more. They go up higher. They go up to, like here. And then there's the roof after that. I wonder if I can just copy this roof. I think I can, because they're similar. I might end up changing it. I just want to see what it would look like. Plus the symmetry is symmetris. What's the word I'm thinking of? Whatever. I give up. Then I have like a pyramid roof on the top. I guess you would call it. It's more like a pyramid shape. That goes through, like, it's pretty short as well. This is kind of too tall. Let's lower everything by like 2 or 3 blocks. Symmetricity. Whoa. How is this building gonna tie into the rest of the world? What do you mean? Like lore-wise, or what? Yeah, that's a little bit better. Well, actually comes in here, so it's not there. That's too small. Okay, so in that case it needs to be here. Lore-wise. So this is a gatehouse slash fort castle thing. So I mean, the way this will tie in is this is reconstructed. Like this is a new building compared to this, which is abandoned. So new people have come in, and this area over here is going to be a lot more, I guess, a lot more happy feeling. You know, things will be around here. There'll be a fort slash like village that is attached to this building, kind of. So there'll be some farmhouses and little stuff that will then lead into, I guess, the woods here. It gives sort of like those old castles you find in Europe. Well, that's kind of what it's based off of, really, you know, is old castles from Europe. This is essentially a mini castle in a way. So some new lord or person has come to power over here, I guess, and now lives in this place and has reconstructed it after it was left abandoned for however time for various reasons. And I was thinking of incorporating a dragon skeleton and stuff into the build, like from the previous war fought here, that maybe they're harvesting his bones or something, you know, something outlandish like that. Because I thought it would be a fun challenge to build something like that. I'm not really sure how I want to do this roof. In my reference, it's very, very simple. It is literally just a short pyramid that I made, like a little triangle shape, and I ended up liking the way it looked. It looked very different from other structures I guess I had seen before. I might need to make it taller here, but we'll see. Yeah, like a little bit taller. It's more like sets of 2. A lot of this stuff, like cool detail work and making the build really look cool, is going to be later. Right now, we're just throwing in basic shapes and getting the silhouette in. And I'll do an interior on this one, I'm pretty sure, as well. Because to be honest, I'm debating whether I'm really going to live over there or over here. I haven't really thought about it yet. Because, I mean, most of my building is going to be over here, actually. So I may end up just coming to live over in this area. And more having that as the cool exit out of the area. That after I finish this, I'll move on, you know, to there. I'll have two different directions I can move in after I finish working on this island. Because this island is only so big. It kind of ends over here. So, yeah, I have this to all fill, but then I can either go down in this way, which is infinite land, or I could head back towards my wintry area and work over there. I'll probably do some wintry builds, at least make a little area over there, and go from that. We're just going to do stairs for now. I'll probably switch this to walls. I just want to get the I don't know how to explain, like, the idea of the shape in. I need to make sure, like, its silhouette is okay. Yeah, like that more. That's kind of okay. Yeah, sure. And then we have our pillar thing that goes on the top as a cool little ornament. I'll do it actually like this. It's just on the top. Well, actually, it looks kind of bad. Early of the rocks you made? Can you talk about the thought process behind it? What, on over here? Or the ones in the front? With these, I just made little boulder shapes, kind of. And, you know, I like using lots of walls and things in my builds, and that's kind of how that happened. But I don't have, like, a really big, like, strategy of how I do them. I just like to make these random circular shapes. And in here, I saw this little ledge, and I was like, let me try and make a weird little spindly shape. It just kind of happened as it went. Like, I'm like, oh, this kind of looks nice. Because this wasn't my original plan here. I was doing something else kind of with the shapes, but then I ended up kind of like fusing these two together into one. Yeah. So that's kind of how it ended up. But yeah, I usually just start with like an outline of a circle shape, and then I'll fill it in and make it rounded with walls and glass and stuff. Like, you'll kind of see I do these rounded layers one at a time. And then at the end, I just threw some cool snow stuff on the top using fence gates and whatever, and that kind of made them pop a lot. And I was pretty, like, faint with them, because I didn't really want them to be too distracting from my subject. They're just kind of here to look nice, to make this look better. So I just used tuff to make them pop a little bit more, but nothing crazy. This already looks kind of interesting over here. I need to go crazy on the texturing on this, though. For now, it's looking a little cartoony, versus this is not, so I need this to look very more interesting. When the walls are here, because the walls are quite large, and the other broken tower, it'll make it look better. My main concern is, like, how am I going to do the back of the building? I mean, I'll probably do, like, a staircase up to it. I think I like that. Yeah, I like that idea. I'll do, like, a staircase up to it, then that'll lead into these little houses and stuff, and it'll be kind of like a farm village. Also, just want to say, since I found your channel, it's been my favorite building channel by far. I specifically really like that you build the best sides of North American architecture culture. I specifically love the Pacific Northwest area. I know you've moved on from it, but still. Yeah, a lot of people really like that. And I would like to go back to it. It's just my old base is so dysfunctional. It's, like, very... it's just weird. Like, there's bits of it that look nice, but, like, as an area, compared to this, where things are already taking shape and being very... immersive, and you can walk all through it. My old base didn't really have that. It was just kind of, here's a nice screenshot. And so that's, like, the main reason I've kind of moved away from it, because I've learned a lot about how to make more immersive areas, and also I just been more inspired by the style. But I'm definitely going to go back to it, I think, at some point in time, because it was fun, and I do like the style. Often the only examples of American architecture in Minecraft are modern cities, which I don't really nearly as nice. Everybody else builds European or Japanese. Yeah, it's usually European or Japanese as of late. I guess I'm moving into more European. The difference is I don't want to move into completely just doing, like, castles and other, you know, and all this stuff. This is, like, I'm only doing this now because I've never done it. But a lot of my building is just going to be very interesting, unique terrain, and I'll build creatures. And I have an idea. I want to build like a tournaments grounds area, like a lot more unique than just what a lot of people do, where they just throw castles and buildings at a wall, kind of, you know, and like, oh, big tree. You know, I don't really want to do that because it's kind of basic. It's not very, like, thoughtful, I feel like. Okay, and then let's actually use... I really liked that trick I used last time of, whatchamacallit, dripstone. European is also great, but the Pacific Northwest stuff is definitely what got me hooked on the channel. Latest video, though, with the castle was genius, though. Loved the painting trick. Yeah, I mean, the great thing is, I think after this, I can kind of move on from... After this build, I'll be moving on a little bit from castles, and I'll be moving it into more buildings and cool forests and that sort of thing. Because I think after this build, I'll be a little bit tired of it, so... We'll see, though. We will see. Yeah, I get inspired by different things at different times, so I don't know. Sometimes I just have to move on from doing other things and move into what I like doing at the moment, unfortunately. But it was nice while it lasted, and I'll come back to it later on. I kind of want to do like a trap door up here. I don't know if there's really a good one. Well, here, let's just do like an anvil up here. Like a chain. So this was my shape in my reference. It's still kind of a lot. Let's move it down one more. Is that a cool idea? Detailing idea, but still, if you put an exposed copper golem statue under a carpet and adjust the pose, it would look like rocks maybe, or revealing a path or something. I've seen people do that with mushrooms. Like for mushrooms, they'll use the top of it. That's something I've seen a bunch. It's a cool thing you can do. Okay. Let's make more chain up here. I still want this to like parody some of this gatehouse, you know? In some aspects, just not like totally the same. Because I mean it's pretty different. Oh. What the? Oh, weird. Okay. That was strange. Did I do chains below it? I guess I did, yeah. I'm gonna move these down by one. Oh, well, that didn't really work how I wanted it to. I guess I just... Okay, here, let's do this. And move them down like that. Maybe. No. Not just leave like that. I don't know. There's so many stuff when I'm building where I'll just go through phases of, like, testing things out until I like it. So that's gonna be its own whole thing, probably. Okay, I need to detail the shape more here. It's so boring, but I don't know what to add. I actually need to pull up some, like, actual references of this kind of style that I'm gonna do. Because, like, I've taken samples from things I know in my head, but I have some saved pictures, I think, that actually really actually do this. And I just need to look at what that looks like. I am wondering if I'm gonna add a tower that goes somewhere here. I don't know. Ugh, I don't know. I'm not really liking this as much as I thought I was going to, but I need to not give up on it. It's still kind of early. Yeah, like this kind of, but I need to do that with banners. Spring stands would look cool on the top of the towers. Yeah, I did that. Where did I do that? There. Yeah, I did one there. I might do another one. I'm gonna do one on the very top, I think. Like up here. Oh, can I place that correctly? Thank you. I don't know about these corner towers. They might be a little bit weird. Was this inspired by the bridge at the Forbidden Lands in Elden Ring? It's loosely inspired by some Elden Ring bridges I've seen. I don't know the names of them, but I am inspired by like some loosely from Elden Ring. I was like, I want this to kind of have a darker feel over there. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know about this. I need to think. Well, let's add the walls and then we'll go from there. Let me kind of clone this as well. We'll just come down like this for now. I want to make the wall so I can see like how is this gonna go into the landscape. At the moment, it's not really that. I mean, does it come off higher than that? Yes, it does. In my reference, it comes off like right above where the front tower's roof is. So it's actually like here, kind of. Yeah. And this wall is crumbling as well. Like, I did say I went under repair, but it's like under repair currently. Meaning there's still a lot of work to be done on it. Still think that with the right texture, you could sell this, sell the column illusion more with a block with stripes on the sides. Just not sure which block would be best. Yeah, I can get into a lot of detailed stuff when I'm actually texturing, and we can talk about that a lot. It'll be a lot more interesting when we get into details versus just doing basic shaping right now. Let me actually curve this wall around this feature. I want to keep it if I can. Where's the tower that's gonna go here? It's like pretty far to the side, so it'd be like over here. And it goes up to like there. Yeah. That already kind of helps the silhouette of it though, to be honest. I want to add another tower here that's like crumbling as well. I think, yeah, I just need to flesh this out a ton and it will look good. I need to be patient with it. Doesn't look good right now, but it'll look better later. What are you building? I'm working on the opposite gatehouse from this one. That's what I'm currently working on. On the other side back here. Yeah, so this one kind of is just to like here. I probably will incorporate the dead dragon into the gay area around here, like back here somewhere. What visuals do you use to get the water looking like that? It's a vanilla tweaks option, which is like a resource pack thing you can make. Like you can make it yourself online. And one of the options they have is like clear water, which I think just looks better than the in-game natural water. I'm not really a fan of how it looks in-game. I wonder if I want to do this, because I have like 2 things in my references. I have one that comes... It's difficult. I feel like this is not... I need to look at this again. I need to follow my reference more. Like, I have like 2 different ones because I was looking at my sketch, but this is like all wrong. So we need to make this like way bulkier. So let's start again, kind of here. Not again, but let's move it all. I need to move everything. 2 blocks. And then we'll stack between here. We'll just see what it looks like then. Because in my reference, this is like more of like a large single square structure instead of like all these crazy towers that it has. It's more like one big thing. Also, it needs to be way taller. Like way tall. Okay, whatever. This is getting all over the place. We'll fix it. We'll fix it. We'll get there one way or another. So this needs to be like way up. Like, not that high, but part of me wants to remake everything. I'm not really, yeah. Let's start again. This is looking like dookie. It also doesn't look like my reference really that closely. Yeah, let me turn my lamp on. It's like super dark in my room. That's better. Okay, let's try again, because this is not doing what I wish it to. You could maybe add like leads hanging across the gaps in the crumbling bridge with like hidden boats or rabbits in the pillars that they try to do. They wait, what, to make it look like someone has been trying to cross the bridge with makeshift ropes and planks or something. Yeah, I'd thought of maybe adding some like rough, you know, like rope bridges that people had built between some sections of it, like over here, you know, like people have actually started to like kind of try and start to rebuild it, because naturally this is a very good, it'd be very expensive to fix it, but it would be very good for like trade and everything, you know. It would be a great moneymaker because you could naturally charge a fee for people to pass through this. Okay, again. So I need to follow my, I was kind of following my first initial sketch a little bit more than my painting, but I want to look at my painting more because my painting was better. I don't know why I wasn't using it before. So in my painting, it looks like it's further back, which I like. Okay, hang on. I need to redo like everything kind of besides the front. The front is good. I did that right, but all of this needs to start again. To get it right, because it was looking too goofy. Is this the other side of the bridge? So we're using a similar color scheme? I'm not. It's going to be its own color scheme, but it is on the other side of the bridge. It's just not going to be similar or color scheme wise. It's going to be leaning more into warm tones, kind of like leaning into that they're opposite climates, I guess. So how do I want to do this? I don't really want this to be that long anymore. I'll worry about this later. I don't know what I'm doing. This also can go. There we go. Much cleaner. Great. Okay, let's start again here. So, in the reference, I need to start with a footprint for this building. And then we can work from there. Let's go 9 blocks this way and 9 blocks this way, and then we'll start with that. And so, what is this? 19 blocks? No, it should be 18, no? Did I do something wrong? Well, 9... Wait, no, it is 19. I'm stupid. Math. Okay. Okay. The thing is, it's actually bigger than this by a little bit. Also, this is not centered. Is it not centered? Definitely not. It's like 1 block off. Is this the other side of the bridge? Oh, you asked that. I was rereading the same thing again. I'm a chud. No, this is not big enough. 1, 2, 1, 2. I'll just do it this way. This will be easier. And I can just move everything at once as well. This all needs to be moved over by 1. Like that, yep. Now, is this large enough, is the question. Not really. It still needs to be like 1 more wider. I'll just do this. It'll be easier. Because in the reference, we're looking at it from here. Yeah, here, and we're gonna have to move this. I want to move this all back too a little bit. I may end up splitting this all into 2 videos, potentially. We'll see. I might end up doing, like What's this goofy ass song? I might end up doing like this side of the thing, and then just like the beginning of the gatehouse here, and then do the whole other building in another video. I don't know. We'll see, I guess. I'm not really sure if I can build this. This is gonna be difficult. I need to make like a circle. So 1, 2, 3. Your building a new episode was so good, inspired me to build a gatehouse in my world. Keep up the good work. Thank you. Hopefully this one will turn out just as good. Because I'm kind of worried about it right now. Wait, what did I do wrong? Wait, what? Okay, whatever. We're gonna do like this. And then this is all wonky. What is going on? Hang on. I'm confusing myself. Don't worry, I'll figure it out. So here, where do these connect? I need to find the center. Okay, that's the center. Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2. I should do 1. Otherwise, this will become huge. 2, 2, 3. Like that is what I kind of meant to do, but then we can come in like this. Maybe. I don't know. Actually, I'm gonna do it like 3. Looks better that way. What is going on? Oh, I just forgot to put a wall here. And I was like, what? It's more like that. Yeah. Maybe it's a little bit thinner than that. I don't know. I'm trying to like tell. Yeah, it is. It's like, well, it's smaller than that. Not by much though. So what's like the next level smaller than this? I don't know. We'll figure it out. This is such a struggle. I mean, I could just do another 3 tower, but that doesn't feel quite accurate. It's more like a 4. 4 with like walls on the end here like this. Which ends up being 3 again. But that's fine. Wait, didn't we just make the... No, we didn't. Wait, did we? Whatever. I don't remember whether this was the size we made or not. It was, wasn't it? Golly, I'm slow. It was this, wasn't it? I feel like I'm going insane. It was. I just like moved it back, I think, 1. Yeah, I did. I mean, I could make that size work. Let me look at it again. And it's just kind of big. Let's just do 3, like this one has. That's what I want. Holy. This is not being like, this is not like, I don't know. It's taking it's taking its time, but it's okay. It'll look good in the end. I'm done with my chores. We haven't really got anything done. Like I made a whole thing and then I got rid of it because I didn't like it, and so I'm kind of starting again now. It's more like this, I guess. Yeah. Right. Yeah. I guess. And then it kind of goes into terrain. Do you want to tell me what you think of a build I made? Yeah, sure. Maybe you could do the wall being too long with walls in the corners, then shelves on the wall. Oh, that's not a bad idea. I don't want to do that though, because then it kind of gets rid of all texturing opportunity. When I have to use like all shelves and walls, mainly, kind of makes it hard to do interesting texturing later. Let me work this out. This goes 2 out. It's like that, yeah. That looks wrong. Is it right? No, it has to be like 1 more. It's way too far out. I can tell just from a first glance. That also looks wrong. What's going on? I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Nothing is like working out the way I want it to. I feel like I need to rethink everything. Where's the center of this? Like, is this the center anymore? Seven. It is. Why am I dying? Like, why is this making me so confused? I mean, could it just be like the angle? Like, yeah, okay, I get what's wrong. Okay, I understand. It's just way too wide and I did it stupidly. Hang on. Now we must fix it again. 1, 2, 3 we'll start with. 1, 2, 3. Like that again. Yes. That's better. Maybe even 1 more. I will do 1 more block. For each of them. I don't know why I made it that humongous. It's interesting, like, the way this is shaping out, because now I'm coming with new ideas as well. I like the idea of, like, having to come downstairs here, and then, like, I can build, like, a cool path here that overlooks this cliff and stuff. I like that idea. It'll be very immersive. Okay, new wall time. So, how do I want to do this? Do I just want it to be a straight shot? Kind of. So I'll end up working the walls back into. I'm kind of like doing the same thing I did earlier again. I'm just trying to do it better. Does this seem like a pretty cool idea? Yeah, I like that idea. It's not terrible. I should probably start with the terrain on the bottom because, like, the terrain is built into the building. It's not like it's so, like, old in a way, or like it's been built on top of this terrain. I don't know how to explain it. Like, there's kind of not really a gap between where the build starts and the terrain ends. What the heck did I... Oh my god, really? Like these streams? What does the bridge look like from this area? I'm not sure what I'm gonna make the bridge look like. Are you just saying from over here? I mean, I need to build it. It's not there yet, but... I'm interested to see how I'll build it. I know how I'm gonna build it. Like I have an idea for it. It's gonna be different than the other side. Will be some more interesting like architecture actually on the bridge. There'll be like a few kind of like almost like arch-like structures on it. I know. Okay. Let's whip these out and walls. Essentially, I am building terrain at the moment. It's not really any different. Except normally I do this out of gray instead of white. It's kind of weird. But it's fine. I probably should have done it out of gray. It's not too late. I could. Nah, it's fine though. Like this, in a way, this castle almost looks like it's like a mountain. I don't know how to explain it. Like it's built into this cliff. What's the vibe you're going for on this side? It's gonna be a lot more forested and sort of like warm tones instead of like over there where it's all cold and frigid. This will be a lot more happy feeling, I guess, more warm and inviting feeling, more lived in, I guess you could say. Some glass. It's like I've forgotten how to build terrain. I don't know what's going on. Like, I'm building this kind of weird. I'm on the wrong live stream. Hold up. Okay. Yeah, something like that. I need it to curve in more, or like out further. I don't like this. This is not going well. Like I've forgotten how to build terrain. This is not amazing. I think also being white is kind of throwing it off. Yeah, let me switch to using stone for this. And I'll be able to see it clearer. Yeah, I know. Let me go to doing that for this section anyway. It'll help me to see better what I'm doing. At least there's not that much of it here. I can just kind of go over real quick. I'll just keep some of that white there. It kind of symbolizes that it's going into the castle part. No, the train is just bad. Like, it does just look bad as well. It's not very good. I kind of did a bad job. What am I doing wrong? The train kind of jumps down, like... Here, let's... Ugh. This is not working out how I want it to. Let's make lines. I never do that, or like I haven't done that. I need to do that. Let's just make lines of where I want this terrain to really go. Or how I want this to be shaped. That's too much. It needs to go down like there. Thing is it is like part of the castle though. It's just like, it's... I don't know how to explain it. This is stressful. I can't like come up with like, I can't make this look good, or like I can't make it look like my painting for some reason. I don't know why. I'm kind of struggling. Depending on the color of terrain you're going for, I think dripstone spikes could help blend in the castle and help lead. Yeah, potentially. I mean, it's gonna be... I think I want to mess with some sulfur, is what I'm thinking for the palette itself. I want to mess with some tan colors a lot, like that kind of warmish, tannish color. We're just gonna go ahead this time, and we're gonna make it work, no matter what. I'm not gonna give up on it. This is already looking better. I just need to, like, lock in. I like that there's this kind of line that comes back this way and just kind of keeps coming down. I'll probably end up messing with that. Yeah, this looks already more like my reference significantly. Also, I'm like building the terrain properly now. We see the inspiration for your build. I would show it, but it's like, it's a painting that I have in person. I'd have to take a picture of it on stream. I could probably get up like, oh, man, I could maybe get up like my rough, like drawing I made on Microsoft Paint. But to be honest, a lot of this is from my head anyway. Like, this is all my own original idea, pretty much. I've used like no references at all. Want to use the modeling tool and add rows with Axiom? I like doing it by hand. I mean, like, I could do the... Yeah, rows don't really look good. And I'm using lots of walls and things, and, you know... I do all my terrain by hand. It always looks better. A lot of people like using Axiom for like everything building related. I like building everything by hand because ultimately, like, people will say, "Oh, it looks okay," or like, "Oh, it looks fine," you know. But like, I am very much a perfectionist, and I just know, like, I need to make something out of, you know, not using Axiom, and this is that, you know, another case of that where it needs to be hand built. Let's make this go in like this. Kind of doing steps a little bit. Hello from Germany. Hello. Welcome in. I'm just working on some building. Sure. This is acceptable. It'll look better later too as we work on it. Yeah, like that looks good. Let's mix some stone blocks in here. Oh, didn't mean to do that. That looks significantly better than what we had earlier. Let's kind of do to a similar effect that over here. Doesn't have to be as much since we've already kind of done a little bit over here. It's kind of hard to fix it now. Let's just do... maybe I'll make like a little bit in here. That, and then this wall can come up, because I don't really like doing these smooth lines. I like doing more step-like, actually. So here, let's do this. That looks kind of funny. Yeah, that already looks better without the needless, like, weird angled lines. I don't like that at all. When I make rocks, I always just like to make these pillar-like. I don't even know how to explain it. They are just like pillars in a way, that are mushed together. Like these sort of very vertical rock shaping is how I shape rocks. I don't like doing angles or lines if I don't have to. When it comes to making terrain that's like this, I mean, if I'm making boulders, I'll do it differently. But most of the time, I'm not making boulders. Oh, okay, that's not like that on that side. Great. I'm wondering if I'll do it on this side as much. Probably not. More just on this side. Okay, but yeah, we'll add a ledge here. That leans into this one. I could maybe even add some pathways out here, potentially, somehow. You put a different playlist on. I'm just listening to like a random one. Gotta go, it's late, but love your videos and builds, and I enjoyed the stream. Alright, thanks for hopping in. Yeah, I'm not really like super talkative today. I'm kind of being quiet because I'm just sort of focusing on getting this built. This looks good. That's interesting looking, I guess. I'm not really like... Let's kind of get rid of this. I don't like it being so like that. That's better. And this should come up further. And then a little bit of glass on the bottom. That looks good. Cool. We're getting somewhere, guys. Slowly. My vision is coming to life. This needs to be a wall. Nice. Okay. I'm glad to see a lot of people enjoyed the last video a lot more. Like, it was a lot more, I don't know, I guess authentic and unique from what I had been doing before. It was better. I like the rocks on the side of the mountain. Yeah. They look interesting here. I'll just add ground here somehow, and I'll work that out later. I want to get back to the actual, like, fort. It's more of a fort, I would say this build is. I'll probably end up naming it, like, fort something. I think its stance will look interesting here, too. And it'll look good for the thumbnail. And we'll kind of have similar rocks that come down this way. There are bits here that I'm not really liking. Like, I think this should be lower down here, and then this should be like this, kind of, instead. Yeah, that's better. Fort Fallen. Well, that's more a Fort Fallen. This one will be a little bit more put together than the other one. At the very least, it'll be being used. I mean, the reason I make this one so smaller than, like, that entrance is because I guess I just thought about, like, I'll probably end up having this gate closed, maybe, too. Well, to be fair, I still do need to use it, so probably not, actually, but, yeah. Fort Risen, Fort Fallen. That's not bad, honestly. It's kind of cheesy, but it works. This I could maybe make like a boulder kind of structure. I don't know. This is gonna be a long build. I'm gonna spend a lot of hours on this area, probably. Any recommendations to get ideas for building? I used to use a lot of Pinterest. Nowadays I've been sketching more things out. Like, I just like throwing around random shapes until I like something. I mean, that's how I started coming up with this thing I'm building right now, is I ended up doing a lot of sketching and stuff, which helped out. But if you're completely lost, you know, you can kind of get ideas as well. Like, if I'm completely lost on something, sometimes I'll get like loose ideas from Pinterest where I'll look at something and be like, okay, maybe I can make something kind of similar to this. And that can help me sometimes too. Let's do, like, I don't know what I'm doing here with stairs. Let's not do that. Okay, thanks. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, something like that. That's not too terrible. I'm just working on some stuff. Okay, I'm gonna do some dirt here. And then we can have this kind of creep its way up into this area where the gate is. Maybe we'll have a little lookout spot over there. And by the way, it's a nice castle or a gate. It's kind of both. It's like becoming both. It's both a gatehouse and like a mini. It's a fort more or less because it's like this, but there's another building. So it's more of a small castle, but we'll see where it goes. I'm not totally sure how it's gonna turn out yet. Speaking of which, we should probably like actually work on the castle part of everything. So I guess if we're gonna have a courtyard here, we should probably like a small courtyard, I'm thinking. And then this will lead into more of this. In which that'll go all the way through to here, and then we'll have a staircase that'll come down like this into the big four. I'm envisioning this. I think this will look cool. Will there be interior? Maybe. I think I will. I think I'll dabble in a little bit of an interior. I don't think I'll do a full one, but at the very least, I'm going to do the base floor. So this feels like somewhere you can kind of explore into. Because, I mean, I feel like everywhere does need an interior at some point. This building is exempt because it's so small. And like, same thing with this, right? Like, I don't really need to make an interior in here because it's smaller. And that building is also vice versa, is like really small. But this one, I don't really have an excuse to not put little nooks and crannies full of stuff in here because it adds a lot of interest. So probably. Maybe I'll make like 2 towers here, but they're crumbled away and they're like maybe being worked on as scaffolding or something. I don't hate that idea. There are bits of this I'm not really a fan of. Turn my force place back on. Let's add the towers on the top. Everything is a little bit closer together in the reference, but it's okay if it's a bit bulkier here. That's fine. So this is higher up. It's more like here. No, is it though? I don't know. It's tough to decide. Let's like move this all back. Old towers are always cool. Yeah, I mean, I have an idea for like, there's gonna be a big one that's somewhere. I think it'll be here, and it'll go like really high up. Is my idea. I'm wondering what I'll do down here. This is all like rivery here, but it's also like the bridge between here and the mainland, kind of like. This is all open plains over here, you know, I can work with, but I'm really just filling out this area first. And maybe a little bit over here. Hey, welcome in. I don't know what I'm doing. Maybe we'll add a little, like, another arch here. I put one of those in my painting. I don't really know why, but it is kind of neat. Or maybe I'll do a circle instead. Like that. May I keep with the circle themes? I kind of really like how the circles look too. I think I'll incorporate another one up here. Or I'll do like... I don't know, I don't really need one there. I'm gonna move this up though. So like there, and then we'll stack this up. How's the day been going so far? Alright, we haven't gotten like a stupid amount done. You're a really talented builder, thank you. None of us knows what we were doing. True. Okay, let's do the copper golem thing again that we did earlier. I liked that. Okay, don't do like that. Yeah, like that. That looks cool. Okay. Then I'm gonna move this up one more. Can I click the right thing, please? Okay. I think this should be like a wall here as well. Should I add some windows, maybe? I don't know. I'm not sure yet, too, because, yeah, my painting's so big. It's just kind of, like, mainly the silhouette with, like, a few details. Everything else is super, super vague. Like, I mean, this is an arch for one. Is it better as an arch? Not really. Think. Let's do shelves. Maybe shelves are kind of free hack for this. For what I was thinking of. Cool, and then we'll do... And something to symbolize this section of the building here, which is going to be like this. And there'll be cross beams in here and everything. We'll go one more up. Okay. I need to think of like details. I don't know what to do for like the wall, like what I should add to it. I want to keep this kind of empty with just like little windows and openings all over the place. And then I'll do some gradient work with that later on. Maybe any dragon references in this build? Maybe. We'll see. I think if I'm gonna put the dragon somewhere, it's either gonna be on the bridge or like somewhere back in here. I don't know. I'm kind of rethinking of how like the area is gonna go now. Like it's weird because as the build happened, I'm now like rethinking everything. If you're planning on doing more armor stand details, it'd be interesting to have some statues of people built into the wall. I see a lot of like Gothic stuff do that, which can be cool to look at. Yeah, for sure. That's a good idea. I know some ways to do that as well without armor stand stuff. I should probably do some kind of interesting like triangle thing here, honestly. Sure. That's not bad. Like that maybe? I don't know. No, I don't like that. Really need to learn armor stand stuff? Yeah, it's fun. It is interesting to work with. This needs to be like further down one. Maybe, I don't know. What mod do you use for armor stand? It's called Armor Poser. That's what I use for that. The problem there is I had more room over there with that one. I don't know what I'm doing. This looks so goofy. That looks so stupid. Let's just do this and then get rid of whatever this crap is I was doing. Almost it needs to be like built into the floor if I do it. You got a certain color scheme in mind? I was debating messing with stuff like sulfur and thing on this, like more yellowy tones in this building, but we'll see. Do some tall windows here, maybe. I'm just kind of coming up with things as I'm going. This is not really organized, and there's not like a clear vision. It's just kind of happening. And I don't really like it. That looks weird. Maybe just like that. Maybe I do like short windows, like this. Originally I was gonna make like an indent thing there, but then I changed it into a window idea. Let's try that though first before I dive headfirst into that idea. Maybe this is a better idea, I think. I am gonna do shelves on all sides. I wasn't going to originally, but I kinda like that little bit that sticks out. It looks nice. Sure, we have something kind of there. A bit more detailed looking. That's not bad. I don't hate that. Let's move this down maybe though by one. Like that, yeah. I always forget to use coral as well. Let's use some coral. We can make this very ornate looking. That's the thing is there's like no details in my painting. So it's like I'm kind of fending for myself when it comes to all of this part. I could do some statues in there, maybe with armor stands if I want to later. We'll see though. And then there's like this kind of. There's bit there. I don't want to overcomplicate it though either. I gotta be careful. Maybe here I'll do some windows actually. I kind of need some. Like almost like a church this is becoming. It's interesting. That's cool. I like that, actually, more than I thought I would. This looks interesting. This is coming together, kind of. And then there's, like, I should probably do the banner work up here. I need to get a reference for what that looks like, really. Huh, interesting. So, like, this is gonna be... We'll just shove, so, like, a temporary block here for now. Like, bone block. I don't know if I'll keep it or not. I just want to see what this might look like. And then there would be maybe there'd be some fences. Maybe let's do dark oak instead. That might be a little bit nicer to look at. I see a lot of people using normal sulfur with birch, which is really interesting how it works together. Interesting, yeah. I'm excited to kind of mess around with the palettes with sulfur. I haven't done it. This is getting weird. I do want to use some banners here in a moment for this look. You know, yeah, let's just try using banners because this is not really working out how I envisioned it. I hate using banners though. It's a lot of work to make them. I wonder if I'll end up changing this color to be like, I could do like a green trim as well. What's a good like color that would go with sulfur, I wonder, like yellowy tones? I mean, we could, I don't even know if we'll use sulfur yet, but I could throw some up here, I guess, to take a look at it. I do like that color. Will brown go good with it, or should I do like a red maybe? Like red cross beams. I don't know, we'll just do brown for now, just to see what it looks like, and we can change it later. We can change it later. Here, then let's make like a middle design that has, or I don't know, yeah, just like that, I guess. Let's just throw some of these around. Let me make an X one too. I'm just gonna throw them around without really like any care right now, and then later I'll make it more detailed. So for the bamboo looks good, I'm sure. Yeah, I should try that. But then like comes the problem of like rendering everything becomes a big pain. It's in front now. That's not amazing. I think brown looked better. Yeah. This might be a dead end idea. I mean, the banners aren't rendered. I need to get that mod. Oh, here, let's get rid of the fences. The fences are throwing me off. Remove all this crap. And let's start again. Let's just do like a pattern like this for now and see what that looks like. Oh. Not like that. Let me just get like an X pattern, which is not very realistic. I have an idea though, actually. I have an idea. So let's do some stripped dark oak wood in here. That's kind of cool. And then we could actually do this bottom one like this. You could also do the top one like this, to be fair. Yeah, something like that. It looks cool. And then we'll do, let me do another set with just like brown on the top, maybe. And try that up here. Maybe it's a bit too much. Let me just look at it. I did that wrong as well. I don't actually hate it. And that'll look good. The problem is it's like nothing's contrasting the white at the moment, but when that's in later, that'll look more interesting, I think. And maybe I'll do more dark oak just behind this, to be honest. Yeah. Just kind of frame everything in it. I just joined. What are you building? I'm working on like this gatehouse building that's on the opposite end of the other one I built last episode. I like this, actually. This is looking cool. I want to try using maybe campfires. I don't know where they stick to, if they stick to the top of blocks or not. I can put them here, can't I? I can, but like that looks weird. I'm just wondering where I could do it. Maybe I'll do... I kind of want to do like fence gates here, but I like this trim, so I want to keep that. Alright, whatever. Let's do the roof section, I guess. I'm just gonna copy this this style though here. I liked this and this looked perfectly fine. And it's kind of the same in my painting anyway. Like this. I need to make the tops wider. I kind of forgot to do that. Great. Well, I guess I didn't really do that in this version. It wouldn't hurt to do a little bit of glass work though up here. It might help to make it stick out a little bit more. I definitely think sulfur and like some cinnabar will definitely be the palette for this build. Yellows, reds, tan colors. I think it'll look good because I already put a tiny bit of silver here and I like how it looks. It's a very like washed out grayish yellow. It looks really cool. Yeah, that's better. I'm just gonna bring it down all the way here. I haven't really looked at sulfur behind glass either. That's an interesting color. You forgot all the colors you can make with that. That's like actually like a pure like whitewashed tan as well. That's interesting. Cool. Okay. And then I guess we do the roof. I'm gonna build it out at like a darker gray for now as a temporary block. I think adding all these like little ornate detail things will really make the build look interesting. Like already this looks a lot better than what I had envisioned initially. Walls. I'm wondering how tall I'm gonna make the roof or not, because in my reference it's very like a short pyramid instead of a full thing, so I'll see. I'll see where we end up. I'm actually starting to really like the build now, though. Originally, the first rendition was rough. Now we're getting somewhere. We are getting somewhere slowly. Where the banners aren't symmetric. And I don't really care. We're not working. They can't be symmetric in really this way because they're not even. We're working on an odd center, which is fine. It doesn't bug me. I don't really mind. Let me get rid of this bit. Actually, I need to think about the back. Should probably only work from the center like this, because otherwise it'll be weird on the backside. Also, I don't really want a sense of symmetry in this as well. Like, I was actually going to change more of these banners. Like, I could probably do a random one here, because in real life, they're all over the place. Like, they go in really weird, wacky shapes. Like, I could do that on that part if I so please. To be fair, I actually might do that the whole way down. Maybe we could try it, just out of curiosity. Maybe. Maybe. Maybe I'll do that, I don't know. Nah, for now I'll just keep it the way it is. But I don't really care about the symmetry of it. This build inherently as well is not really like super symmetrical. There's things that are different and broken on it. Let's get some stairs up in here. Goofy ass shape, holy. Let's do slabs like this. And I probably should do walls again above here, otherwise it'll look wonky. Maybe I use levers there instead, I'm not sure. Yeah, whatever, it's fine. This is a little bit taller than my references. The roof is a little bit higher. But it might be okay. Then let's make our thingy that we had over here again earlier, because I want to see if I can still include that element. For a banner from far away, lol. Well, I'll just get a mod for it. There's a mod for it. That'll make them render far away. Also, they're gonna update that soon, I think, aren't they? Where banners aren't entities anymore? Or am I tripping? Isn't that in the next version? I'm kind of curious what that would look like. Kind of goofy. Let's just do this. What's it look like from like below? Because yeah, that looks kind of cool. Like, what's it gonna look like walking up to it? I'm actually gonna see, is this mod updated? Because I kind of want this now. It is actually. In that case, hang on, give me a second here. Let's get this mod really quickly. So we can actually see banners, you know, that would be nice. Alright, cool. Let me launch the game again. Okay, let me do this. There we go. Now they render. Much better. That looks cool. I like that. I'm thinking about this. I want the roof to be shorter. It's too tall right now. It needs to be like stubbier. Here we can just move this up for now. Then this can go down a good amount. We're just gonna try straight up stairs for now, I think is what I'll do. Or actually, I'm just gonna do bold blocks and then we'll see where we're at. I'm not gonna like fully detail it. Because that was kind of part of like what sold the look of it, I think. Yeah, that's better. I can already tell. Yeah, that's significantly better. I guess we'll just do stairs then. That'll look fine. Bruh. Why does it place like that? Why do you place like that? I don't get it. That's better. That's more of what I wanted it to look like. Need to like widen its silhouette a little bit. Maybe we'll do like a little bit of this here. Yeah, like that. That's better. I need this thing to look kind of like chunky. That makes sense. He plays my fair block. Really? That's interesting. I like the slightly, or not the slightly, like the weather copper, I think it's called, where it's not blue but it's like green. I like that color a lot. Okay. Let's see. It'll help having the right wall here on the actual thing here. Because this is gonna go out like this here. And that'll help this silhouette a little bit more. We can make it go down a little bit further, and then it'll go into that one tower. Oh, we're over the cliff. Let's not go that way. I guess I'll make the tower over here. It's weird because originally I was gonna have like a village over here, but now since this is like kind of shaping up to be its own whole little area in a way, it's gonna be different, I think, now. I mean, I could still make a village. Like I can make an angled house here, and this path can kind of wind around this way and come up, and I could maybe still build the dragon here. I don't know if I will though or not, or if I'll build it into the bridge or what. We'll see. We shall see. This doesn't feel like interesting enough though, still. I still look at this and I'm like, meh. Like it's not very cool yet. But I'm also like not really sure what I should add to make it more interesting. Because there's not even that many details I can add still, really, to the wall itself, other than texturing it, you know. This one is a lot cooler, shape-wise. I want to add arches here instead of this. I don't like this as much. Like, not arches that you can see through. They're just kind of here. Windows on the towers, maybe? That's a good idea, yeah. Maybe I could incorporate something like that. It's a little bit more interesting. This build is so all over the place. I should widen it again. It needs to be wider. It's a little bit better. I think when this side also kind of looks just as wide too, it'll kind of help it to pop out more, because I really want this thing to feel like kind of stubby in a way. I don't know. That was kind of part of the main look of it. It doesn't help. I think I might need to bring the gatehouse a little bit forward. Like a touch. But then I can't really, like, cling it to the cliff, really. Well, either way, these towers are gonna go down. I don't know how far, so let's just bring them down. So you gotta go all the way down there. And then I'll add like terrain kind of around them. Because right now that looks really goofy, actually. Never mind. This looks so bad. Ugh. This looks awful. I had to go for a minute. What did I miss? Not much. Just like struggling. I don't know. I don't really like this build. I might need to rethink it all again, like a new design. Yeah, probably. This is like, I don't know. I'm trying to think. This looks really weird. This doesn't really stand out like that one. And it's not because it doesn't have textures, it's just boring shape-wise. To be fair, it does look like my reference though, so, I mean... If you make the smallest tower slanted outwards from the cliff... Slanted outwards from the cliff. I guess, yeah. Then the tower was gonna be here. It's like this top section is just bothering me. Let's like experiment a little bit. Let's experiment. No. That looks really weird. I'm just like debating. I'm like, does it need more shaping on the top? I don't think so. Maybe lean into blending it with the mountain. Well, it will be like that. It's not that part that bothers me. It's this top section that's bothering me. It needs to be different, but I don't know. Try dome for the roof? A dome could be cool, actually. I didn't even think about that. Actually, yeah, dome shape could be interesting. You're right. I like that idea. I'm gonna go for a dome. Let's just go ahead and copy this, so in case I decide to go back to it. But I actually think a dome is the right decision, yeah. But like, I don't know how I'm gonna incorporate that. I'll have to make a separate section. Okay, it's fine, whatever. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Let's annihilate this whole area for now. Yeah, maybe make it like a glass a dime. Well, I mean, I could make like a very triangular shape, but I don't like that. Because I need to make sure that the build doesn't get stupidly tall. So, I don't know. Because if it gets too tall, it'll put everything else around it out of scale. Okay, let's start again. So, right. Like, this looks fine, but then I need to make a new section now. 3, 4, 5. Maybe cut one off there. And here, and then we do 2, 2, 1. Oh god. Let me use the circle tool. There's a tool for that. I'm stupid. Let me just use the tool for that. Sphere. This should be a flat, and it should be a disc, a hollow, white, diameter 13, maybe. Maybe we'll try 13. Yeah, 13 feels pretty good. And then we'll do... I guess I can make it taller. That's fine. I don't need to. I want to get rid of... I want to make these into, instead of like roof shapes, maybe they'll be like spires here to help the dome like stick out. So So this is not the dome shape. This is going to be a pillar in which the dome shape will sit on top of. So like this. And then these will come up. Like this. And then we'll do a big old dome shape. Isn't there a way to do that? I think, well, I can just do it like a sphere and make it a half, cut in half. A flat, solid sphere. Like this. And we just make it like light gray. And then drag the white part up, maybe. I'm not very good at building domes, though, so we'll have to edit this a lot. Yo, how it's been? Not great. I'm kind of like rethinking the entire build right now. I don't know if I like this. Let me add the spire bit on top, and then we'll see. Trying to figure out something new, because the original top shape did not look good at all. I don't know. No, I think we should do like a triangle, maybe. I don't know. I'm not a fan of this either, really. This like is too disjointed from the rest of the building. That was our second roof option we tried. Great. I'd make the dome shorter and made a deep slate. I don't like dome. In general, I don't want to make a dome up here. Like, if I make the dome up here, it's just gonna look silly. I could bring it down, but I don't think... A dome doesn't fit with any of the rest of the building. And it doesn't feel like it matches any of this either, which it's supposed to match at least somewhat. Like, the architecture anyway, so I don't like that idea. It was worth a try, but I'm not feeling it. I would rather try something more like this, maybe we'll try. That feels more castle-like. But, or, it's still tough, I don't know. I don't know. This build's kind of falling apart, because I feel like I need a different vision for it than this, like, entirely. Like, I feel like, I don't mind this front little gatehouse little section part, but all of this I feel like needs to be rethought. And, like, the only other option I could do would be, like, doing this, kind of. I'll either go this route, doing like a big roof like this that goes way up, you know, and then maybe I have some towers on the side, or these towers go all the way up, like a cathedral kind of thing. But that looks hideous, so the only other thing we could do would be to do this, and then we do like... I grabbed this pillar thingy I made, and I put that on top. And it looks like that, which also looks kind of horrible. Yeah, this might have to get scrapped, and I might have to start over, like, with a new idea at some other time, because this is not working out. Hang on 1 second, I'll be right back. I don't know. I am not feeling it. Make the front triangle shorter? Maybe. I could try that. Actually, a shorter triangle might not be a horrible idea. Wait, sorry, it ain't working. It's all good. I mean, I can come up with a better idea, because I think this isn't just going to be... This is too big as well. I think this is too grand looking. Like, I've made it too big for its own good. Now we're kind of going back to where we were with that. This is, like, too castle-like for my tastes, I think. Like, it's cool, but it's not really matching the other side, and... yeah, no. I think I need to scrap this, and I need to rethink and start over, because it's not working. I had another thing in my, I don't know. Let me look. Yeah, I had some other ideas. I might try something else. That's more closer related to that side's. It's so frustrating though, because I feel like it's not that interesting of an idea. I don't know. I'm debating maybe I take a copy of this. Yeah, let's put a copy of this somewhere just in case I decide to go back on it. But right now, not feeling this really. This doesn't feel like a real place. It looks like, yeah, like a kid drew it, which is kind of what happened anyway. So I need to rethink how this would look. Okay, maybe having the middle part lower and the 4 towers tall, different height. Maybe. I mean, I'll try, but I just want to like envision what would towers look like if they were taller than the building. Because, yeah, it's not... I'm not really feeling any of this. I don't really want to do a fort, I don't think. I want to have, like, the gatehouse and then be able to do a separate building, like, area in here. This is too big, I think. I don't know. It wasn't a bad idea, though. I could work on the bridge some. I don't really have a vision for that, though. I do, but I don't know where I would even start. Maybe I'll work on this later. I mean, I know I want to make this a big block section, yeah, because this doesn't fit with this at all. This is horrible. Screw this. This is a horrible area. I hate this. This looks so bad. I'm getting rid of all of it. It's all going. It's all going. Bye-bye. Now, again, I feel like I don't actually hate this. This is fine. Like, maybe I work with this bit and I do something. Because I don't mind the idea of this front little section here. It's just everything else. It was interesting on drawing, kind of, but not actually in game. Now, I had some other idea though, back then. I wonder if I could incorporate that somehow. Because I like this little arch feel. This is cool. Like, this is interesting. Just none of that. I mean, I could just do this to be fair. And then I could make some buildings in here, like when you go through. Doesn't need to be something crazy, I guess. But it feels like it's missing something. I hope this doesn't lead me to burnout, not having any good ideas for this. Because I'm not, like, I'm really struggling to come up with an idea. I don't know, I'm probably gonna have to end stream and then just go look and figure something out. This is not what I want it to be, really, at all. Yeah, whatever. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna end stream. It's kind of unproductive, but we'll try again tomorrow, or yeah, whenever I'm available, I guess, probably soon. We'll try again, and this was a fail. This didn't work out, really. We got that junk, so yeah, my bad, guys. Sometimes builds just get scrapped or they don't really work. That's why I usually like to stream after I have an existing shape, because it just doesn't, like, you know, it just doesn't work. Like, I started streaming when I was texturing this. The exact same pickle except the build I'm doing right now is like 90% done, but I just can't get detailing look good. Lol, yeah. Or just do another building in the same place, but a bit lower with a flat roof. I don't know. Yeah, I'll see. I just joined. Yeah, my bad. But yeah, we'll try again probably tomorrow. And I'll come up with some ideas tonight, and we'll see where we're at then. Then maybe I'll start up some shapes for it anyway. But yeah, thanks for joining, guys, and thanks for watching the stream. This has been Builds by Zay. Bye-bye now.